I didn't mean to tweet this. I'm not fat, y'all. I'm pregnant.
So Nicki Minaj's absence from social media in the last couple of weeks has raised eyebrows among her fans, knowing how well Nicki Minaj interacts with her fans. Well, it turns out that Nicki Minaj's absence from social media was a decision forced on her by husband Kenneth Petty, as inside sources are reporting that the couple are currently expecting their second child, as Nicki Minaj is reportedly 6 weeks pregnant. Now, for those who may not have clocked on to this tea, grab a seat and let me fill you in. So, Nicki Minaj and her husband Kenneth Petty used to be high school lovers, but they lost contact after high school. Their paths crossed once more sometime around 2018. It didn't take long before the pair rekindled their love. Still, Nicki's decision to get into a relationship with Kenneth came with a heavy backlash because he is a level 2 registered sex offender in New York, and he spent several years in jail for both attempted rape in the first degree and first-degree manslaughter. Kenneth was the last thing Barb's or anyone who loved Nicki thought Nicki would go with. But Nicki defended her decision to be with Kenneth in an episode of her Queen Radio podcast. She said, "When a person is with a man that loved them before they had a dime in their pocket, how do you not understand that? How do you not understand happiness versus clout?" Nicki announced her marriage to Kenneth in an Instagram post, which she captioned Onika Tanya Mirage Petty 10/21/19, and a year later they welcomed their son. Announcing the birth of their son, Nicki showed off a congratulatory note from Beyonce and other celebrities. It reads, "Thank you to Queen Bee, Kim and Ye, Ricardo Tisci, Winnie Carroll, and everyone who sent well wishes during this time. It meant the world to me," she wrote on Instagram. "I am so grateful and in love with my son. Madly in love, my favorite little boy in the whole wide world." While Nicki and Kenneth's marriage has been without controversies, she was trolled a couple of times for her son's looks, and her biggest op, Cardi B, has also trolled her a couple of times for marrying Kenneth. While Nicki, on the other hand, trolled Cardi for sticking with F0rced, who cheats on her at every opportunity he gets. Cardi trolled her for marrying a sex offender. It got worse when their husbands got involved in the beef. F0rced trolled Kenneth so bad that Kenneth and one of his associates rolled up near F0rced's hotel room. After they got to the hotel, Kenneth's friend sent a DM to F0rced to come down and fight like a man. The video caused a stir on social media, and fans tore Kenneth to shreds for attempting to throw fists with F0rced.
F0rced, where you at? That's it. Gotta spin that shit. Them niggas out. Go Kanye, nigga. Know it's shop, man. Know it's shop, yeah.
There were also rumors that Kenneth was the one that snuck weed into the Netherlands, where Nicki was detained for some hours after her show on suspicion of carrying illegal substances. Inside sources reported that Nicki Minaj told Kenneth to flee when she got news that the police were onto them and would be preventing their plane from flying unless they searched the bags they were carrying. Well, since the Netherlands incident, Kenneth has stayed off the internet and lived below the radar. But a few days ago, the internet went into a spin when a media source reported that Nicki Minaj was pregnant with her second child. According to Media Takeout, the couple has been trying for another child for weeks, with the news kept private due to their previous difficult pregnancy. The couple, known for their privacy preference, has not officially confirmed the pregnancy yet. However, a close friend of Nicki's revealed that both the artist and her baby are doing well, with Kenneth being a supportive and attentive husband during this time. Social media was filled with congratulatory messages to Nicki, and y'all know the Barbs would stand 10 toes behind Nicki. But one thing was off. Nicki Minaj has been away from social media in the last couple of weeks. She was not active on Instagram, she was not on Twitter or Twitter Space, nor was she active on Clubhouse. So it had fans wondering why Nicki Minaj is keeping news of her pregnancy away from social media. We saw her go public with her first pregnancy and also bear her baby bump throughout her pregnancy. Well, it turns out that her husband, Kenneth Petty, was the reason she stayed away from social media, as inside sources are reporting that Kenneth forced her to stay away from social media for personal reasons. The source revealed that even though Nicki wanted to go public with the news of her pregnancy, she had to respect the wishes of her husband. And while the source cannot authoritatively give the reason behind Kenneth's decision not to announce the pregnancy, the source believes it has something to do with the complications they faced while trying for a baby. The source revealed that Nicki and Kenneth had many failed attempts at having another child, including an alleged miscarriage just weeks after getting pregnant. So they were not going to announce the baby until they were assured there was not going to be another complication, and that was when her baby bump was big enough not to be hidden. Yeah, Kenneth Petty forcing Nicki Minaj Minaj to stay off social media and hide her pregnancy sent the internet into a meltdown, and fans left comments saying, "I can believe it because Nicki is very family-oriented, especially now, and she's always talked about how she'd want her babies to grow up together. She's always talked about wanting more than one baby, and it makes sense for her to do it now. Nicki is a mom's mom. I think she loves being a mother, and I definitely think if this is true, this is what she wanted. If this is true, I'm super happy for her and her family. If not, I'm still happy for her because I know she's cooking up something great. If having another baby is what she wants, I hope she is pregnant. I'm not so thrilled on who she's married to, but aside from that, I'm happy that she's building her family, especially with her age. It's a really encouraging thing to me since I myself will be an older mom. I'm 37 and hope to be building my family soon." So do you think Kenneth Petty was right to force Nicki Minaj to hide her pregnancy after the number of times they tried? Or do you think Nicki had the right to announce the pregnancy since she was the one carrying the baby? Or was Kenneth overly bossy and controlling? Let me know what you think in the comments, then check out this next video.